Well, hey there, American Farmsteaders. This is Jenny with the Grimstead Family Farm.
And Donna with Hazel Bell Farm.
We are coming to y'all from Northeast Florida as two farmsteaders looking to share our homesteading experiences with you in hopes that you will grow a little food of your own.
Yeah, that. We're freestyling Friday. Yeah, we're a little giggly today because life, right?
Yeah, because life, it's like
if you
coming at you.
If you can't laugh, then you'll cry.
That's right.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
All of us.
That has been my week. It's actually been like my last 2 weeks. So
yeah, I mean, that's just farm life. I mean, it's life. It's farm life, but it's life. And when it happens in conjunction with keeping a homestead, it's kind of rough.
Yeah.
You've had a rough week.
Yeah, it's been a rough week this week and last week.
Yeah.
Like it really started like 2 weeks ago. And that's the thing about like farm life. Like you never know when the crazy's going to hit. And then like when the crazy hits, it hits.
Yeah.
It's never just one thing. Like I said to you last week, I said, I'm waiting on number 3.
I said, don't say that.
And then number 3 happens.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll really just be in 3s.
Right.
And hopefully I'll be done.
I mean, yeah. So why don't you share what's going on? What happened with you?
Yeah. Well, let's see here. What shall I start with? Well, unfortunately, we had 2 little lambs that died. And these were our bottle lambs that were rejected at birth and they couldn't stand up. And man, we really like babied these things, you know, because they couldn't stand up to nurse. So it was full on bottle feeding. They never bonded with their mom, which is part of the reason why I think they both died. Because, you know, they were never hanging out with the mom or the majority of the sheep. They were always kind of off, the 2 of them, off to the side.
Easy pickings.
Easy pickings, you know. They were on the outskirts. So let's see here. Like, I don't know, a week and a half ago, early in the morning, Monday morning, you know, it's supposed to be a low-key Monday morning, taking the kids to school. And as I'm driving out, I see this lamb laying on the ground. I'm like, oh no, that does not look good. So it wasn't good. He had been, you know, we were baffled by that one. We didn't really know what happened to him. You know, it was really like tossing around all the possibilities of why is this lamb on the ground? And he wasn't dead yet, but was obviously struggling. So you know, we gave him a little bit of time, but it was clear that he was not getting back up. So Tori had to put him down, and we never really figured out what happened with him. We thought, you know,
which is like, that's just the worst.
It was,
I mean, because there's not, you know, we talk about, you know, keeping animals. You're going to have, you know, you're going to have death. It's just part of it.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not always planned for death.
Right.
But if you can learn from it, then that's part of the experience in growing your homestead. But if you can't learn from that experience, it's just the worst kind.
Right. And we didn't know what to learn from it because we didn't, you know, we didn't think that he was attacked by anything because the injuries didn't say predator attack. The injuries actually said gunshot wound.
Right.
Which was equally as scary. It was like, okay,
More.
well, yeah, like, is it somebody with ill intentions or was it a stray bullet from hunting? But regardless, I mean, the lamb was super close to my house when we found it. So, so yeah, I mean, we just didn't know what to think about.
There's a lot of
one.
questions there.
There was a lot of questions. So it was hard to learn from that. In hindsight, what I should have done after I lost that first one was move all my sheep.
You think, though?
Yes, I think.
Because I'm not sold that it was the same issue with both of your sheep.
You're not?
I'm not. Just as an outsider and the few facts that I have, I don't think it's the same.
Yeah, I mean, well, and to clarify, like, we really thought that this lamb, because he only had one external wound, which was a perfectly round hole. And that was the only place he was bleeding from.
And if you've ever been hunting, you
Yeah.
know what an
If
animal
you'd
looks like when it's shot on the inside.
Yes.
It
And
looks like a shot.
Yes, it looks like a shot. And, our curiosity was so piqued. We were like, we got to open up this lamb and see what
And
he looks
know,
like.
yeah.
And I was really not hoping to find, I didn't want to find a bullet, but I wanted to know.
Right. You're
Is
just
there a
hoping for an answer.
Yeah, hoping for an answer. So we know exactly what in the heck we're dealing with. So we did. We opened him up, and it looked exactly what it would look like if you were hunting and shot a deer. And he, but we didn't find anything. Didn't find an exit wound. So, we called it quits and just said,
Moving on.
Moving on.
Yeah.
So the area that my sheep were in was already kind of picked over. Like they were getting pretty close to being done eating everything out there. And the day before the second lamb died, as I was driving by there, I said to myself, it's time to move the sheep. And I did not move the sheep that day.
Right.
And the next morning, when I wake up to take the kids to school, as I'm driving out, I couldn't see. We called her Eeyora because she looked like Eeyore, but she was a girl, so we wanted to make it more feminine.
Eeyora. I don't think I heard that. That's cute.
Yes, her name was Eeyora Wagger.
Okay.
And the first one that died, he was Stagger. So they were twins, so we called him Wagger and Stagger.
Uh-huh.
And we called him Stagger because he was the one that took 5 days to walk.
He couldn't
And
walk, right?
He couldn't
Right.
walk for the longest time. And he just looked hilarious when he finally figured it out. So, yeah, they were Wagger and Stagger. But then Eeyora, one of the kids coined her Eeyora. So she was so sweet, too. She had such a fun personality. She was super social. So I'm really kind of sad about her. I mean, I'm sad about both of them, but particularly her, because we would have kept her and probably bred her.
Right.
The next morning, I'm getting up, take the kids to school and driving out, and we don't see Eeyora. And I stopped the truck and I'm like, I need to go look for her. And I'm like, nope, just take them to school. Do it when you get back. So get back and start looking around. And sure enough, there she is laying on the ground. So
But she was dead.
No, she was not dead.
Gosh.
She was not dead. I had to put her down.
Oh my
Tori
gosh.
was out of town, so it was either I do it or one of my boys.
Right.
So I'm like, no, I'll just do it.
Right.
I knew Cohen didn't want to do it because Cohen really liked Eeyora.
Right.
So yeah, she's on the ground. She's not dead. And I hate that. I hate that she got like attacked and it was like wasted. Like whatever attacked her, like didn't even eat her.
Right.
Like I almost,
a joy kill.
yeah, like I almost feel like, oh, if it was a hungry stray animal, at least it got to eat, know?
Right. Well, there's only so much you can do for predator protection. Like as far as coyotes and foxes go, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
So that like those things are usually expected.
Yeah.
From my point of view.
Yeah.
But other kinds are not always.
Yeah. So, and I mean, we were doing, obviously what we could for predator protection. I mean, we had one of our dogs in the electric netting with the sheep, but it is our dog that does not stay at all. So we have to keep her on a cable. No fence keeps her in. She'll jump it. She'll dig through it. She'll bust through it. She'll do whatever she wants to do and she's going to get out. So we've had some issues with our neighbors with this particular dog. So she stays on a cable now. And so she was in their enclosure with them, but on the cable. And the area that the lamb got attacked in was just not somewhere that the dog could reach.
Right.
So what do you do?
Could you put her with your chickens on a cable and put a different dog in there with your sheep?
Well, the one that is with my chickens that doesn't require a cable, she does require a pin, like she lives in the chicken coop. She's in the big chicken
funny.
run.
Yeah.
And she's totally happy in there. She doesn't try to dart out the door when you open it. She's not a digger. She is fine with just being in there. So I did think about maybe doing a swap.
Right.
And seeing maybe if Olive is a better fit to be with the sheep.
Yeah, that's what I wonder.
Yeah. So I thought the same thing too. So So yeah, the second lamb, it was obvious that she was attacked by something. I mean, there were, visible predator wounds. Pretty sure she had a broken leg. Yeah, so she was pretty roughed up.
That stinks.
Yeah, so had to put her down. And of course, all this happens when Tori's out of town.
Yeah.
So that was another ugh. So it was a rough day.
That's when crazy hits. At the
Yes.
worst time, right?
Yes.
That's when it always hits.
Yes, that's when crazy hits, when the husband's out of town. So, yeah, so I ended up moving the sheep. Yesterday, I actually moved them before the sun went down last night. And I have a little pen that's in between my chicken coop and my garden. And it's a relatively small space, but I just threw them all in there and threw some food in there. I'm like, y'all are good for a couple of days in there.
Sure.
Until I figure out where I'm going to move the netting and where I'm going to put them.
Right.
And try to figure out the predator problem.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. It stinks that the netting didn't protect her.
no, either the predator went through the netting and knocked it down, or she was trying to get away from the predator inside the netting. And I mean, they pulled down a big section of it. So,
Right.
and it was working because when I was picking it up, it was shocking me
Oh, gosh.
to fix it. So, it was functioning, but I mean, sometimes there's only so much you can do.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. And that's kind of what I was saying. Like, there's only so much you can do. You know there's going to be goods and bads, and you got to roll with it.
Yeah.
You got to shift gears and figure it out and move forward.
Yeah. Yeah. And just try to be prepared when stuff happens because
Right.
it's going to happen.
Yeah. We had something happen this week. It's not homestead related per se. I guess it is. It's not animal related per se. But so Eric was helping me. I have got this one end of my garden is beneath an oak. I've got a big oak tree, a live oak tree there. And it's a nice shady side. There's nothing planted there. It's very, very shady. My swing is there, my picnic table, it's just a little hangout spot.
In your garden?
In my garden.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I want to keep my rabbits in there because every good garden
'Cause that
needs
makes
rabbits. Yeah. So
I mean, if they're secured, it makes sense.
they're secured. Yes, they are.
Okay,
they
good.
are. So I had one get out and it ran loose through my garden for 2 days before I found it. And it came right up to me. Like, they're super friendly. They've been super socialized and all of that. But yeah, so I have my 2 chicken tractors. We processed meat birds a couple weeks ago. And I said, these tractors are like, 4 years old now, 3 and 4 years old, 4 or 5 years old, something like that. They were built by my kids at that time.
Okay.
And so, they're a little...
Right. Loved.
Well, yeah, they're a little sketch. So I said, we need to make some repairs and some modifications so I can keep rabbits in one of them. And of course, everybody's like, what do you need rabbits for? Like, poop.
Right.
We've kept meat rabbits in the past before,
Yeah.
and we kept them for the purpose of meat. But the byproduct of that, obviously, is the manure. And we used that in the garden, and it worked really, really well.
Yeah.
So I wanted it again. And I was getting ready to start buying bags of manure from people. And I was like, okay, I'm literally paying for crap. I don't want to do that.
Right. It sounds ridiculous when you say it out loud.
Right. So we're moving our chicken tractor into the garden. To do that, beneath this live oak tree, there's a bunch of little saplings that have come up this spring, right? And so I asked Eric to cut them down. Well, the genius idea between the two of us was, let's put a saw blade on the weed whacker. And it worked. It worked great. So for my garden space.
Okay.
But, like every good red-blooded American man, if a little bit is good, then more is better. So he took his little contraption up the driveway to the road, which is not right by the house. And he went to, I don't know what he was cutting, bigger stuff, but he thought he's got a big saw blade. He can do that. And he was on the fence line up there, and he calls and says, hey, get your first aid kit ready. I'm coming.
no.
I was like, oh my gosh. Well, I had my vet kit at the ready. Which I'm so thankful for. He's like, you treat me like a cow. And I did. I did. I had We couldn't get the bleeding to stop was the biggest thing. The biggest immediate problem was getting the bleeding to stop. It took forever. Jenny, there was so much blood.
Where did he cut himself?
On his leg. So the saw blade broke.
Oh.
And it kicked back and hit him in the leg.
Dang.
Yes. So thankfully it didn't embed in his leg. But here's the crazy part. He didn't even know it. Like he thought a stick hit him,
right?
And he just kept going about his business.
Yeah,
he had his earbuds in. He was rocking out, and he thought he was like, "What am I stepping in? Something squishy." It was his flip flops because that's what you're supposed to weed eat, in,
right?
With a saw blade, especially. And so he realized like it was filled up with blood, and so he comes home with his foot hanging out of the truck, and. Yeah, I had my whole vet kit out with blood stop and Wonder Dust and alcohol and vet wrap and
oh my gosh.
Yeah, thankfully we keep a pretty decent first aid kit for people too. So
right.
We butterflied it and that's that. But,
wow.
Yeah, we also like one of the things I will say that everybody needs in their first aid kit.
Okay.
I had it in my vet kit, but I'm going to get more of these. It's saline in a can, like an aerosol can. So it came out like with like a jet force to flush the wound out.
Yeah, to clean it out really good.
Yeah, because we use that Wonder Dust. And have you ever used that on your animals to get the... Okay, so we've used it a lot of times.
Is it like Blood Stop?
Yeah.
Okay.
It cakes, though.
Yeah.
So which is what it's supposed to do.
Right.
But this was like deep and flayed open and it was so gross. I was like, you're going to the emergency room. And again, like every red-blooded American man, no, I'm not.
No, I'm not. Surely you can fix it here.
I know. I'm like, God, it looked like it needed at least 10 stitches.
Oh my gosh.
It's a pretty big gash.
So did he go?
No. No. Vet tech wannabe Donna took care of it. Yeah, it was nasty.
So he didn't feel the need for like antibiotics or
no.
Okay.
I almost flushed it with some Pen G just because. But then I was like, I think I'm bordering on abusing drugs here, so I didn't. But yeah, it looks good. I guess it's been.
Well, that's good.
That was Sunday. Today's Thursday. It looks good today. It's scabbing, like it's starting to get like dry.
Right.
So
that's good.
Yeah.
So no more weed whacker saw blades.
I mean, I can't promise that he's not going to do that again.
Did you say it was an old blade?
Probably.
Is that why it broke?
I don't know. I don't know if he hit like a piece of metal or a rock or I don't know. He was up by like where that ditch is.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's been our excitement this week is taking care of Eric's leg.
Wow.
Yeah, and we had to shave it around the wound so that we could, properly bandage it. And that was his biggest concern. Don't put the sticky where my leg hairs are. It's like,
never mind the huge gash in your leg.
So we'll shave it. It'll be all right. All right. And he's like, yeah, you're going to have to shave a lot. It's like, okay, whatever. So that was that. Yeah. So that's my super fun, exciting news for the week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, not only did we have sheep excitement, we've had lots of bull excitement. And bull excitement is in like a whole different class by itself, I feel like.
I mean, I know why you keep a bull. I get it.
Yeah.
But I got to say, this is why I don't keep a bull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Note taken.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is,
it's hard.
And the bull is always fine. Mm-hmm. Most bulls are always fine unless there's more than one and with females in heat.
Right.
And that's the issue that we ran into. I mean, we had Maple was in heat.
Right.
Hershey was in heat the week before.
I don't think our people know about Maple.
Yeah. So I finally bit the bullet and bought Donna's cow.
I sold Jenny a cow.
But yeah, so I ended up buying Maple because we had been sitting on the fence about the dairy cow situation, and you posted Maple for sale, and I saw it online, and it was so dumb. I was like,
Oh,
like, I feel like I'm losing part of my heart if she goes somewhere else. Why? I don't know. Why do I feel like this needs to be my cow? I just felt like that was my cow.
Yeah.
I just did.
Yeah.
It was the same thing with like one of my dogs, Ginger. Like we got her from the shelter, and when we went to the shelter, we used to volunteer there, go and like give them treats and give them walks and whatever. And,
Right.
and the first time I ever saw Ginger, like as soon as I saw her, I was like, oh my gosh, that's my dog.
Aw.
So Mabel was kind of the same thing. So yeah, she's here and she's, working out her place in the herd. She seems to be ranking at about number 2.
Really?
Of
She's
course.
not a pushy girl.
No, she's not a pushy girl, but she knows that she's bigger than Rose and Daisy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but she's definitely not trying to push Hershey around.
No. Hershey, you posted a funny video on your Instagram, on your friend page last week or this week, and it showed all your cows, and it's like little cow, Hershey, little cow, little cow, little cow. It's so cute.
I know, she sticks out like a sore thumb. She's so much bigger than everybody else.
Yeah.
So Hershey had been in heat. And then Maple followed her like a week later. So I'm
Right on time.
Right on time, yeah. And so my bull was already like on his game, he is like in beast mode basically.
Right.
And then we have Daisy out there. Daisy, I just recently pulled her calf off of her. So I think Daisy's going to be coming back into heat too, because he's been kind of hanging out with Daisy a little bit too. So he was just riled up. And the people that live next door to us have a pretty big herd of cows. And they don't live out here. They just keep their cows next to us. And they occasionally rotate them around. And we do have one fence line that our cows share. And it normally works out completely fine because it's very rare that both of the bulls are on the same fence line when there's cows in heat. I mean, it just hasn't happened very often where it works out like, because I rotate mine too. So the times that it has happened, I've caught it and went, oh no, I'm just going to move mine over and it's fine. So, well, it was not fine.
Yeah.
Their bull is a Beefmaster bull. And he's a big boy, but he's a younger bull.
Right.
I
He
don't
looks
think,
young.
Yeah, I don't think he's fully come into his bullness,
Right.
And so he knew that we had girls in heat, and they were on the fence line, and he just will pace the fence line. And it makes my bull so mad to have that other bull pacing his fence line, looking at his girls.
Right. They're very territorial.
Very, very territorial. And so I called it. I came into the house and I told Tori, I said, those bulls are about to go through that fence. And so I walked back out there. He was taking a nap. I walked back out there just to watch. And sure enough, I hadn't been out there for 10 minutes. And my bull was, first they were just fighting head to head through the barbed wire fence.
At the fence,
pushing each other back and forth. And finally, I mean, my little bull, like he might be a miniature bull, but he's so low to the ground.
He's so muscly.
And he is solid. I mean, I don't know. What do you think he weighs? Like maybe 1,300 pounds?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to gauge that because he is so short.
He's short.
But
that's
he's,
where,
like you said, solid. He's very stocky.
Solid. And so his shortness is what makes him so dangerous because he gets so low to the ground. He can literally take anything out.
Yeah.
And so he did. He went through that fence line and he pushed that Beefmaster bull around until that bull gave up and ran off.
He's like a plow.
Yeah. And so, of course, all this is happening right as the sun's going down,
Of course.
So now we have...
Why do we need solid fence lines at sundown?
Right. With cows in heat and 2 bulls, So he ended up finding their feed trough over there, and it had some feed in it. And so he was just standing over there eating everybody else's food. And so we ended up getting a food bucket and in the dark. And Tori went over there with his headlamp. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. Please don't have this go wrong. Like,
right.
And so I'm standing at the gate because all the other cows are like, what's going on?
I want to go.
Right. Everybody wants to be at the gate.
He's got a bucket. He's got a bucket.
So luckily, our bull, like, we got his attention and he saw the bucket and he's like, okay, I'll come back.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, he literally just followed Tori back, just calm, wasn't being crazy. And he came right back in. And so we did the fence repairs in the dark and got everybody settled down. I moved mine over as far as I could because theirs were still on the fence line. But after we got the fence fixed, I'm like, no, just go shut the gate. Like, I know it's not our gate, but just go shut the gate. Like, we don't need any accidents happening. So we did. We closed the gate. And honestly, I didn't think that we would see them again for a while because it's pretty rare that they come out and do anything with the cows. And so literally, like days later, they came back and opened the gate back up. So they were back on the fence line. And I'm like, oh no, they're back on the fence line. And had I seen them out here, I would have stopped them and talked to them and told them what was going on. But I didn't even catch that they were out here. So the gate got opened back up and it was no time at all. My bull was back through the fence again. And I'm like, no, please stop.
I mean, it's not like you can put him on a leash and, well, I mean, you could give him a ring. You could put a ring on his nose and.
Yeah. And I mean.
But even still, you can't like stand out there all the time.
You can't stand out there all the time. And if there, is an opposing bull that's on the opposite side of the fence line, pacing up and down the fence line, you're not going to stop the other bull from being, you're not going to stop them from being bulls.
No.
They're going to push each other around. And once it gets to that point, there's literally nothing you can do but stand back.
Right. It's
what else are you going to do?
It's like a storm.
You do. You just got to wait for it to pass.
Right.
So the second time he goes through the fence, I mean, he whooped up on that Beefmaster bull. Within like a minute, he had that bull down on the ground. Like the bull was not moving. Like for a second, like my heart dropped. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Like, is he going to get back up? Like, is he seriously hurt? Like, am I going to have to buy somebody a bull?
Right.
Or pay for a vet bill?
Right.
Or like all these things are flashing through my mind, like,
man.
Oh my gosh, what has just happened? So their bull finally gets back up and my bull just run him off. And I mean, their bull was like, completely away from his whole entire herd, like hiding behind a tree. Like he finally got the picture that he was second on the in the hierarchy.
You just got your butt whooped up on. You stay over there. You pout in the corner.
So he did. And once my bull understood that he was over there and wasn't coming back, and again, we opened up the gate and he just walked back in all casual.
Like mission accomplished. I'm back, ladies.
So, of course, all this happens the day before my husband has to go out of town for almost a whole week to go to work.
Right.
And so we get the fence fixed and get everybody settled down. He leaves for work the next morning. And the next morning, I'm out in my garden doing my garden chores, and I hear growling.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, oh, no, here we go again. And it was the neighbor's Beefmaster bull. He wasn't on the fence line, so he was smart. He stayed like about 20 feet back from the fence line, but he was pacing and he was growling at my bull. And I had moved my bull one pasture over.
Right.
He was pacing that fence line. He was growling. And I'm like, now I'm going to have two fences tore up.
Right.
And
Tori's out of town. Jeez.
Yeah. So I ended up calling the landowner. And I told the landowner what was going on. And I'm like, can I please, I know they just let their cows over here in this pasture, but can I please just shut the gate? You're the landowner. I'm having issues. My husband's out of town. I can't deal with bulls fighting by myself.
No.
And so luckily he was like, yes, absolutely. We'll let them know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And so it wasn't a problem.
Good.
So now we've had like 2 pastures in between the bulls, and everybody has settled down.
Yay.
Everybody was good while Tori was out of town.
Well, and maybe all of your girls are bred, and that'll help
Yes.
simmer down some of the hormones.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be good on all fronts.
Yes, it would. It would be really good. So, because, when everybody's settled down, the bull is very chill.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty laid
He really
back.
is cool. I don't ever feel threatened by him ever when I walk with you out there. I mean, you always keep one eye on him.
Yeah.
But I've never seen him
Yeah.
threaten anybody.
Yeah.
Shake his head or anything like that.
No, he doesn't make any aggressive behaviors unless it's to the other bull.
Right. Don't be messing with his girls.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I've been going out there every day, just giving them little treats because I want to keep Maple on the treat program.
Oh, yes.
And so I'll give, all the cows enough treats to keep everybody busy for a few minutes. But I've been going in there, and while Maple's eating her treats, I'll pet her and touch her all over. And I mean, she doesn't move anymore when I touch her. So
So did you write down the date you think she was bred?
I did.
So 280 days.
Yes.
What's her due date?
Yeah, I think it's like January or February. I'm like, no, it's going to be cold.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that's a better time than July, I'll say.
Okay.
But
I agree with like pigs. Like
Yeah.
the cold can be hard on pigs, but that summer heat on the mamas,
yeah, but
that's rough.
here, like you never know what you're going to get. I mean, it could be a week in the 80s.
It could be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. That's so exciting. I feel like puts her like around the middle of February.
Yeah. Cause I had plugged in both dates. And so, cause Hershey was just before her and then Maple. So, and if I remember, I wrote it down, but it's like January, February sometime.
Could be Valentine's baby.
Could be.
Maybe.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
So now I'm just trying to work out in my brain, like, where do I want to milk her? How do I want my cows set up?
Are you on the Keeping a Family Cow page?
I'm on like some Jersey cow page that you invited me to.
Yeah, that one's okay. So the Keeping a Family Cow is aptly named after the book Keeping a Family Cow by Joanne Grauman, who just recently passed away. But you have that book, right?
No.
Oh, you don't?
No, I guess I need that book.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
You do. You definitely need that book. But they had a forum that started. There is a forum, but it started way back, like before Facebook days.
Okay.
In like early chat days, like 2000, something like that.
Okay.
And it's an excellent forum. There are excellent threads there. I really, really like it. The Facebook page is full of information. It's not as good.
Yeah.
That's as nice as I can say it. It's just not. There's a lot of people who read a lot,
right,
and then give advice based on what they've read,
right,
based on zero experience,
right.
And so I just caution people there. But it is a really good page. I like the forum better than the Facebook page.
Okay.
So I think you have to create an account and that kind of thing to be able to post questions and that.
Right.
But it's really cool. There's a lot of people there who have milk stanchions set up, pictures. If you run a search through the Facebook page, you can do that.
Yes, and that's another thing I've been looking at. Like I've ran across a couple of pictures and went, oh, that looks functional, you know, and I'll screenshot them. Like, so I've got like a little, Tori doesn't know it yet, but I've got a little file on my phone of stanchion pictures to show him.
There's a lot of things people get creative to do to be able to milk their cows. Our friend Emily, who we had on about with goats a couple of months ago, has a pretty unique stanchion setup. I don't know what this plastic bin contraption is that she has. It came to her place from her husband works on base, and they have all kinds of weird stuff
that they end up bringing home.
Yeah. And so he brought this home, and it works perfectly as a feeder because cows waste a lot of feed.
Yeah.
And most people who are milking cows like to feed her while she's being milked. That helps her stand still. There's a whole class of milking people who will say, you're just creating a spoiled brat and you shouldn't train them to do that. I'll tell you, Maple's already trained to do that. So
well, that was my plan anyway.
You got to get her milked out before she's done eating.
I mean, I'm essentially already feeding her and putting my hands on her.
Yeah.
You know, so that's totally what I'm going to do.
Yeah. But so Emily feeds her cow in that, and she doesn't, like, her head goes in it, and her husband has fancied some kind of little headlock. Uh-huh. And so kind of the same idea, like have you seen our feeder where I milk?
Yes.
Okay. So like a lot of people don't use a big, massive feeder like that. But because they waste so much feed, like it became such a money saver. It's such a necessity for me to feed my milk cow that way because they get a lot when they're producing. And if most of it ends up on the ground, like it's just money down the drain.
Yeah.
So yeah, she did the same thing. But a quick funny story about it. It wasn't secured to its like final resting place where it's going to be there forever, you know. And the cow just kind of carried it around, walked around with it on her head.
On her head.
Yeah, and I was like, well, did she freak out? And like, she's like, no, she just was eating and walking around, you know? And I said, she didn't get hurt. She's like, no, I don't know how she didn't kill herself or somebody else, but she dragged it like 50 feet away from where it was supposed to be.
That's hilarious.
And she just did it. Yeah.
She was busy eating.
It's so funny.
Just didn't care.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It is funny. When we had that big brown Swiss at our house last year, we didn't have our feeder secured to the wall. We didn't need it secured to the wall. Maple didn't act like that.
Okay.
Dolly White didn't act like that. She's a big girl. Hazel never acted like that.
Right.
Treasury got a wild hair one day and decided she wasn't going to have her head locked in, and she pulled the thing right out just like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
At like peak production, how much feed are you giving your dairy cows? Like how many scoops?
So,
and what are you feeding?
yeah. And what am I feeding?
Yeah.
That's a good question because a lot of that determines how much milk you get and how much cream you get, and that, you know, how much fat you're able to keep on your animal, because they will tend to go down if you push them too much with not the right calories, not just the right amount of calories. So right now, Dolly's a big girl.
Yeah.
Right. She's
She is
a
a
big
big cow.
Holstein cow. Yeah. She's a very big girl. So she needs a lot. She's giving probably a total of 9 to 10 gallons of milk a day. I don't exactly know because the calf is with her half the day.
That is crazy.
It is crazy. But that's her breed.
Right.
You
I
know?
really hope I don't end up with that much milk.
Oh, no. Maple will never do that.
Okay,
like
good.
she just doesn't have the genetics to do that. No.
Like I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Right. Yeah, no, she'll never do that. But Dolly, yeah, she's given a lot.
Dolly does, yeah.
So I'm milking once a day in the mornings. I separate the calf at night. And in the mornings, I'm giving her 6 scoops of ranch mix from Hellendale, the local mill we use.
How big is your scoop?
It's like 1.25 quarts, I think.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. It
Okay.
ends up weighing like 3.5 pounds per scoop.
Okay.
So 6 of those, 2 scoops of alfalfa pellets. She is acting a little off with me this week. 3 times now. She's cut me shorter than what she normally gives. I don't know why. I don't know if it's this round bale of hay or the fact that I put all my girls back together again and her dynamics are different again.
Right.
She could be coming back into heat.
Okay.
Could be that. Because she's about 7 weeks postpartum here.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what her deal is, but like she's cut me off at like 3 gallons, and then the next day I get 5 gallons, and then I got 3 gallons, and then I got 5 gallons. I'm like, I don't know what to do with you. I'm, and my thing with that is I'm trying to plan
Your milk sales.
Right, my milk sales. Exactly. So some of it like is just out of my control. I am going to up her protein a little bit just to make sure that, she can't hold back. I'm using the calf to make her let down again for me. That's working. But still, I don't know what's going on this week with her. I'm not too stressed about it because I have a plan in my back pocket
right
with milk. So we'll see. But yeah, that's what she's getting in the morning. So she's getting like 8 scoops of feed in the morning.
Right.
I soak it and I do a splash of either apple cider vinegar or I've been using kombucha vinegar.
Okay.
I like to soak it overnight
Nice.
with that.
So all the feed or just the pellets?
All of it.
Okay.
Yeah. It slows her down too. That's not the case for all cows though, because I've had some where it speeds them up.
So how much are you soaking at a time?
All of it. Like
a whole bag of feed?
Well, no. Like it fills about a 5-gallon bucket.
Okay.
So that much.
So you're just soaking daily amounts? Okay.
Yeah. And then in the evening, she gets another 6 scoops of ranch mix feed.
Okay.
So it's a 15% protein.
And then hay.
And then she's got, free choice hay.
Yeah.
Loose minerals are out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's getting plenty of nutrition to support that volume. And it's not like I want her to give that volume, but I know that she can and she can do it and still be healthy. So why not?
Right.
She's not hurting at all. So I figure I'll utilize her the best I can that way. So that's what I'm trying to do. I think she's just, like I said, her dynamic change. Maybe she's cycling back. I thought she might have been coming into heat last week. She acted a little bit funny, a little off with her feed, and just a little temperamental. She kicked one time, which is really unusual. She doesn't normally kick. So she just was a little sassier than normal. But I'll say this: you figure a gallon of milk weighs 8.5 pounds. She needs at least that much to replace what she's putting out.
Okay,
right?
That's a great rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're getting 2 gallons of milk a day, you need to be doing at least 16, 17 pounds of feed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Your hay is included in that too, though.
Okay, gotcha.
And then also figure if you're getting 2 gallons, she's probably feeding her calf 2 gallons.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah, so that would be the nighttime feed.
I'm always amazed too at how I can milk her out completely. Like there's nothing more to give. I can't get a drop with the milker or with my hands. She's done. And then I put the calf with her and he eats.
Right.
Like it's so amazing to me that she can do that.
On demand.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yep.
There's other things you can do too, like with our Belle. She's a beef mama, but she's just too good of a mama and feeds everybody. She's really having a hard time picking weight up this time around, which makes us wonder if we should retire her. But
how old is she?
We figure she's probably 10,
Okay.
like 9, 10. I mean, she could have lots more babies, but she feeds all the babies when she's in milk. She doesn't care who's around. She'll feed them. So she's finally drying off. It's taken her a long time to dry up this time. Like, because she's had calves separated off of her for a while.
It really takes a long time. That's how Hershey is.
Really?
I mean, Hershey's calf has been gone for, I sold Hershey's calf before I bought Maple.
Right.
And they had been separated for like 4 to 6 weeks.
So it's a month. So that's another month and a half.
Right.
Yeah.
So her calf hasn't been around for 2.5 months at least.
Right.
And she still has milk.
Right. It's crazy.
And I'm like, dang. I mean.
Yeah. And like normally I'll pull back the grain because that will help them dry up, not having those extra calories.
Right.
But when they need weight, I have a hard time finding that balance.
Yeah, and see, that's Hershey because she's so big, you know. I feel like I need to give her stuff, to get her weight back on her. So
one of the things I'm doing with Belle is giving her calf starter.
Okay.
So I separate her from everybody else so she can have that. And rice bran oil.
Oh, okay.
That, yeah. We did that with our Hazel. Hazel had a hard time keeping weight, always.
Okay. So what is rice bran oil?
It's a fat. It's an oil, like you buy it in a jug. And I started her like a quarter cup at a time, I think, and worked her up to almost a cup a day.
Okay.
And just put it in her feed.
Okay.
And again, I soaked her feed, so I would add it in with that. So it was all wet. It wasn't like there's this one oily bunch,
Right.
She ate it up. But it's a protected fat that makes it through the rumen so the cow can absorb the fat.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Interesting. Where do you get that at?
Tractor Supply.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it like for horses or?
I think probably. Yeah. Yeah. I think I do get it like in the horse section.
Yeah.
Yeah. So rice bran oil, some of the like big producers will use canola oil or corn oil or something like that. I try to stay away from those things, but
yeah,
you could do it.
Right.
Yeah.
I had never heard that before.
And you got to start a little bit.
Right.
Because it'll give them the runs.
Yeah.
If you just go dumping it in there.
Right.
It's like flaxseed oil for people.
Right. Like giving a baby Karo syrup in their bottle.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Let's ruin them forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think we've rambled on long enough about all the fun homestead stories of the week.
Boy, we had a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully this coming week will be a little bit more quiet and we can just meander in the garden.
Yeah, there's a lot of garden going on. We're going to come back next week and talk a little bit garden, right?
Yeah. Next week, we're actually going to have on a guest. We're going to have on the compost fairy off of Instagram.
Right.
And she seems like she is a lot of fun. And she really knows her stuff when it comes to composting.
I'm super excited about this one.
Yeah. Well, and she does like a bunch of different types of composting. So I feel like she's got a lot of knowledge on the topic.
Yeah.
So she'll be fun to talk to.
I'm coming with all the questions.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. So,
Yeah.
And then real quick, last minute reminder, you guys, they have one day. Today is going to be it.
Today is the last day. So tomorrow night, Friday night.
Yes.
Friday.
We're
What's the
cutting it
date?
off.
What's the
May
date?
5th.
May 5th.
Yep.
Friday, May 5th in the evening, we're going to do the drawing for Chicken Keeping Pure and Simple.
Yep.
Nikki Husted's book.
Yes. Yes. So y'all go find that reel on our Instagram.
Yes.
Comment. Happy chickens. And we'll be doing a giveaway.
Yeah. So look out for that Friday night. And we are also going to introduce y'all to a super fun podcast that we ran across because we thought y'all might enjoy it. So we're going to put that out to y'all too.
Till next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Hey everyone, my name is Jacob and I want to talk to you about my podcast, Viva la Festiva. On this podcast, I'm ready to take you on a journey around the world to explore the festivals that you probably haven't heard of. I want to find out everything about these events, the unique culture, sometimes wacky events, delicious food, and everything in between. So please join me as we delve into the heart and soul of each festival and hear from the amazing people who make them a reality.
The wonderful thing about events and festivals in general, and Bugfest in particular, is that we really have different things for all ages and interests.
When you look around and you see the smiling faces, or you see the people cracking up at themselves trying to ice skate, or whatever it is, it just tickles me.
Just really get to meet the most wonderful people.
Now you might be asking, what makes a festival a festival? Well, my metric will be an event that is celebrated annually and has some sort of cultural significance to a place where it's held. I personally think a festival is a great way to get a feel of a region, almost a snapshot of the local culture, and I'm really excited to learn about as many as possible. That's why in each episode, I'll strive to bring you all the stories that make each of these festivals memorable. From a small town event celebrating James Dean to a mass gathering of artists that use their body as a canvas, I'll show you that almost every place in the world has something special that they want to celebrate. With that, I hope to see you join me. Be sure to follow the show on Viva la Festiva on Apple Podcasts or Spotify to not miss a single adventure. Adios.